Great. So I'm Vincent. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a co-founder of Faubourg Numérique, a not-for-profit association that supports digital transformation for any kind of local and usually small organizations. Especially as OASC local contributor, we work with local governments to take advantage of the digitalization opportunities for smart cities and territories. The project that I present here is managed in the frame of the Interreg Sci-Fi Consortium, grouping 4 cities and 4 support organizations. And I take the opportunity of this presentation to invite entrepreneurs, enterprises, and especially startups to apply the second Sci-Fi open call to get some fundings in order to work with cities on their identified challenges. And before talking about the use case, I'm going to start with a few words about the one vision of the smart city strategy. So let's consider a timeline with the world that we used to know and the world that we wish to shape. The first question is, what do we wish as a citizen community? And in a strategic perspective, how the public policies might change to improve the quality of life for all the citizens. Then, what do we need to achieve a better quality of life? This leads to the tactic challenge of changing the infrastructure to improve the quality of the environment. And finally, at the operational level, we have to improve the quality of the behaviors to impact the immediate situation. So globally, it is a matter of trying to predict and shape the future. And to do so, of course, it's important to understand the present through the virtualization of the real world. And also, of course, it's important to learn from the past based on historical data. So to understand the present, we can use lots of data coming from existing systems and sensors. And the main functions of the context broker is to gather these data and make them accessible in a simple and relevant way. The context broker is also the central building block to field the historical data systems and to dispatch the information and the instructions towards the physical actuators impacting the real world. And in order to facilitate the access to virtualized entities, the critical point is to define relevant data models that can be understood and used through a very simple way. Indeed, using harmonized data models is very important to provide interoperability, openness, and scalability of the solutions. So Faubourg Numérique, as an association, has built up its own IoT platform around the context broker and complementary firmware enablers. In addition, the platform has integrated other services, and we have developed some specific features to manage the life cycles of the solutions. And most important, we have a tool to easily design and upgrade the data models used on the context broker. So this platform has been used to support the implementation of a use case in the city of Saint-Quentin. Thanks to the Sci-Fi Challenge, Saint-Quentin has deployed a first phase of a watering system for the sport fields. The main objective is to better schedule the watering, to minimize the workload of the city service teams. And in the following phases, it is also planned to manage the mowing schedule and to better detect the water leaks. So in this first phase, together with a local startup, we had to deploy some new soil sensors and to integrate the weather forecast to calculate the watering schedule and to deliver the right quantity of water at the right moment. And in this case, interoperability is necessary not only to control the existing sprinklers, but also to avoid conflict with the robotic lawn mowers, and finally to satisfy the players. As we used iterative development to involve the end users and to rapidly provide operational solutions and to get feedback from the users. For this agile process, the flexibility of the context broker has been a real advantage because the virtualization of the managed entity starts with the definition of the data models used to describe the entities and also their relationship. And for each kind of entity, it is still a big effort to find the most appropriate data models that are published by various communities on the web. So for example, we had to first virtualize the stadium, and we choose the model proposed by the schema.org community. Concerning the field, that is divided in several areas, we choose the GSMA model that was originally designed for agriculture. So we use the agri-parcel model and the associated required operations to take care of the field. And finally, on each parcel, there are sensors and actuators that have been virtualized using the device data model from the fireware community. And we had to do the same for all the other entities we have to manage. So even if the sources are different, the concept of the data model is always to use the same list of attributes or properties to describe a kind of entity. So for example, a stadium has an address, opening hours, each parcel has a surface and soil characteristics, and well, the same principle for all the kinds of sensors and actuators. Then the context broker allows the city of Saint-Quentin to deal with heterogeneous entities using one same simple and managed way. This city as a platform approach provides the possibility to globally manage the variety of systems through one standard technology and harmonized procedure. And implementing this use case, the city of Saint-Quentin and also its partners learned to leverage the feature of the CEF context broker to offer a virtualization platform. And this platform is now a competitive advantage to integrate or to develop new complex services faster and in a more interactive way, involving your local businesses and also the citizens. And as an example for the watering use case, the estimated impact in terms of saving is really significant because, for instance, the expected savings in terms of time is more than 30%. And to finish my presentation, I'd like to mention that to go further and extend the local use of the context broker, the city of Saint-Quentin has joined the Frontrunner Smart City program and also has joined the an urban action planning network to continue to contribute to specify common data models and best practices for the global community of smart city. So that's it. It was a pleasure to share some learnings about our local experience with the context broker. I hope it will help all the attendees to figure out how they can use it in their own environment. Thanks.